Are you ready, kids? Get your parents' permission, check your mailbox, and grab your shopping cart. It's time for the Adventures in Collecting podcast.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Dave. Welcome to Adventures in Collecting, where we talk toy news, culture, and hauls,
along with our journeys as collectors. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Adventures in Collecting. We are back with a premium Toyetic event live from our home state, New Jersey, the Meadowlands, MetLife Stadium, Summerslam 2025. Dave.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
This PT a little different than we usually do because we were there in person. So we figured this would be a fun one to kind of talk through the 2 days and give you our picks and whatnot. But yeah.
And for those of you wondering when you can buy this poster on WWE Shop, you can't unless they pay me for the photo.
Dave, great shot. So for those of you that might be joining us for your first time for a premium Toyetic event, what we do typically for these is we don't necessarily talk about what happened on the show, winners, losers. We talk about who we think deserves the old Mattel action figure treatment. So our friends Steve, Magic, Bill, who we want to see them tackle in the WWE line over at Mattel.
Not our first foray into fashion on Adventures in Collecting, and certainly not our last.
Correct. So special shouts. We did actually get to see Mr. Steve Ozer, Mr. Mattel, at SummerSlam. So that was really cool.
We got to chat with him.
I don't know. What do they call him on Major? Mattel Steve? Don't they call him Mattel
Corporate
Steve? Corporate Steve. Yeah. So we did get to chat with Steve for a little bit, which was great. Always a pleasure seeing.
I don't find him to be Corporate Steve, but
yeah, he's not Corporate Steve, but that's just his nickname. It's how people in this community know him. Action Figure Attack, of course, on Instagram. So always a pleasure to see Steve. We got a chance to chat with him for a little bit on Saturday before the show kicked off.
Your first time seeing Steve in person.
Yeah, I mean, I say it's always
second.
a pleasure. Always a pleasure seeing him because I seen him before, just not in IRL, in real life. So since this is a little more of a unique episode of Premium Toyetic event, PT, we will, of course, go through our picks like we normally do for the 2 days. But we're also just going to talk about our experience real quick at the event before we get into it. So real quick, just some housekeeping. Of course, there's always housekeeping. It is August. Yeah, it's August. And we've got a new giveaway. We've teamed up with our friends at Power of X-Men to give away this X-Men 97 Marvel Legends Wolverine. So this Wolverine could be yours. Head on over to @AIC_podcast. Look for the pinned post. All the rules to enter are there. You have the entire month to enter. So this figure goes for quite a bit on the aftermarket these days, and I was able to pick one up from Target. So when they shockingly came back in stock, and we're passing it on to one lucky winner. So if you are a Wolverine fan, if you are an X-Men fan, if you're looking to see if you want to get into Marvel Legends, this is a perfect opportunity for you to do that. So again, Instagram @AIC_podcast. Make sure you read the instructions carefully. A couple things you got to do to make your entry count. So read those instructions and enter to win yourself a Wolverine. Yeah. So real quick before we get into the picks, SummerSlam. This was a historic SummerSlam. 2 days for the first time. They're continuing the 2 days next year in Minneapolis. It's the first of its kind. Of course, this was John
I
Cena's
say
last
good old. I'm a
SummerSlam.
Bears fan, so Minneapolis to me is.
Of course, this was John Cena's last SummerSlam. We will of course be
It's where
talking about
Prince
that.
is from. That's where we're gonna.
There you go. We both like
I
Prince.
love Prince. Looks like we got a purple color scheme next year. I will say it is Prince related.
Sure. Definitely not the football team from Minnesota. It's totally Prince. So this was a really cool experience for me. This was my first pay-per-view ever, or first WWE pay-per-view, I should say. It was a really cool experience. MetLife Stadium, not necessarily the easiest stadium to navigate. I've been to it before for other events. It's a little bit of a logistical nightmare, but we had great seats. We were in the 200 level. We were dead center with the ring right of hard cam. Yeah, you could see the view there. The only thing we couldn't really see was the Titantron, the stage design, if you will. But it was just
cool.
just a bunch of monitors, like screens stacked on top of each other to make one very large screen. Yeah, great. We got a great view of the pyrotechnics, of course, as you can see there.
It looks like they did the stage, like, I don't know if this was the reason, but MetLife Stadium has that kind of radiator vent look to it, and it had the tiers.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that, but yeah. It was also really cool that I got to experience this not only with you as your little brother, but also my daughter got to come with us. So that was it was super fun to experience that with her. She was super into it the whole time, which it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of wrestling over 2 days. It's roughly 8 hours of wrestling.
Did not get like kind of cranky, or she was like cranky at results, but that was.
Yeah, no, for a 9-year-old to sit for 8 hours of wrestling, it shows two things. One, she's into it, and two, they put on a good show, right? So if it was a bad show, she would have disengaged and not been into it. But and arguably, I mean, it's going to be tough to top the main event in night 2. I mean, that was an all-timer of an all-timer. So
yeah,
to be able to see that in person,
unseated Bailey versus Sasha from Takeover 1 Brooklyn as the best match I've seen live.
Yeah, it was super cool. Well, with that, also shouts to Momofuku Chicken for making a really good spicy chicken sandwich. It's really good. And also shouts to the guy in the ice cream line for letting me pee and come back to the line without losing my place. It was very, very nice. Ice cream line was long. Yeah.
That is somebody who deserves like major credit.
Yeah,
not everyone would do that.
So the ice cream line was really long. It passed the beer stall. So I was able to get my beer while I was still in line for ice cream, which was a clutch move. They came to the line and let me like scan my card and handed me the beer. But then the cage match had started between Jacob and Solo, and the line to pee disappeared. And I just said to the guy behind me, I was like, dude, I'm waiting in line to get 2 ice creams for my girls. And I would really like to pee before I get this ice cream. Is it okay if I hop back in line? And he was like, oh yeah, go ahead. So I ran, came back, high-fived him. We were in business. It was good. It's great. But yeah, so let's get into our picks. So we're gonna start off with night 1, and a little bit of a format change, different format. We have a special pick for night 2. So we're each gonna do 2 picks per night, and then we have our special pick for night 2. So
you can guess what it is.
It's definitely a tables, ladders, and chairs multi-pack, like an old school like Jack's style multi-pack, right?
Yeah, actually, that would be cool. A 12 pack.
Dave, kick us off with your first pick here.
Yeah, so Jade, We have one figure of Jade so far in Mattel. I think there's a
we have
second
one
coming.
announced. Yeah, we main event. A main event was announced.
But like, it was in her like first plain silver gear, and she's worn multiple premium Toyetic event award winners since.
Oh yeah.
And this is another one. She came out with the. There wasn't any photos that I could find with the. Actually, when she came out with her like entrance cape with the Jamaican flag on it, but representing Jamaican heritage, Jade looked amazing as always. Looks somebody who looks like a superstar no matter where she is.
Yep.
Always has great action figures. I don't think she's had a bad one yet. And this would be another one.
Yeah, she's toyetic AF.
Very toyetic human being.
Yeah, across the board. And like it's fun too. Like she's always changing her hairstyle, she's always changing her ring gear. She's the perfect type of athlete for action figures, right? Like she's got that Rey Mysterio-esque delivery, right? Where it's like every time they're in the ring, different look.
Yeah.
From top to bottom. So
she
I also
had
love
the Storm gear last month. Like
Yep. I love the subtle like lightning bolts and stuff. Like it's just great. And if you've been following her since AEW, she continues to use that kind of like.
So.
Oh yeah, same. She continues to use that kind of like tangram geodesic like patterning on her ring gear.
Almost
that's
like
something
a
that's carried over.
Glass.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Yeah, and even going back then too, back when she was Chitara at the first full gear I went to. Chitara,
well,
Thundercats.
Yeah, you're right.
Chitara.
Yep. Do you think Ultimate or Elite for this, Dave?
I mean, you could go either way. I would say Ultimate if she had won, for sure.
Yeah, I think just an Elite. Plus, we've seen an
Elite.
I
think it would be a lot easier to do a Jaded with an Ultimate.
Yeah, I haven't tried yet with her figure. I gotta try that.
Especially with the pin, with the lean back, like.
Yeah. Yep. I gotta try to hit one with an Elite. I haven't tried yet.
Give her the lean back head, like the leaning back head. Although her hair doesn't really. I guess for the cascading hair, like you do an Ultimate head.
All right,
she didn't hit it in the match. Or yeah, she did.
She did. She hit it near too close to the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
So my first pick is Alexa Bliss, part of the new women's tag team champions. I keep wanting to call them friends with benefits, but that's not what it is. It's friends of convenience, or we're not friends, or some partners of convenience, something like that. But I loved this match. I love this tag team.
Although it looks like they're actually friends now.
Yeah.
After this.
Yeah. We've had some really, really good Alexa Bliss figures. In fact, you can get her most recent Ultimate pretty cheap everywhere that still kind of has it. But a lot has changed since she was partnered up with The Fiend, with Bray Wyatt. Same but different, I guess you could say. We've gotten an upgrade to Lily's presentation, so the Lily doll is much different than it was when she first came out. Plus, she's got all this really cool new deco on her that we've not seen on any of her figures. So this would be a perfect Ultimate Edition. You do the soft goods skirt that can come off. You do the leather jacket with the poppable arms. There's a lot you can do here. Her presentation is just awesome. I love this look. I feel like this is the best like Alexa presentation that we've had. Oh man, I'm gonna set off the thing again. Did I do it? I don't hear if it's talking.
No, you're good.
All right, good. But yeah, I think this is her best presentation. I love this look, and you can package her with the women's tag team title with her nameplates on it, so with her side plates on it. So I think this is a slam dunk opportunity. Plus, she's one of the most popular talents out there, and it's been a minute since she's had. I think her last figure was an elite in like teal and black, with like the half face paint situation, and the Lily doll. I think that was her last figure. So, would love for an ultimate treatment here for her, and especially since she got the dub. And they've been doing those things where they'll put like an ultimate figure that does sort of pair with either an elite or like a main event or something. Like we saw, we've got the the Ultimate Edition Bray Wyatt from the Mountain Dew Glow match, and they're doing the LA Knight in elite form. So you could either make her and Charlotte part of the same Ultimate Wave, or get Charlotte and Elite out there at some point in that teal gear. But
the Axiom Elite that goes with the Nathan Frazier main event.
Yep. But so that's my first pick. Little Miss Bliss.
All right. I mean, I do it every time because I think it deserves it every time.
What time is it though?
For the first time ever in the ring, it actually was in fact clobbering time. With this very Fantastic Four presenting gear, right? That's the word they used. It's not. There were no fours.
No, but the colors are like those are spot on.
Spot on. So you're not worrying about any they're just colors.
And they also happen to be Chicago flag colors too.
Yeah, the only thing that there's four of is stars, but that's the Chicago flag, so no copyright there. But you had the track jacket. It's cool to see Punk's brought back the track jacket. I wish they'd sell the track jacket, to be honest. The kick pads. I wish he did a TLX. But, Punk clubs generally only have a black Sharpie, so or a navy blue Sharpie. Those are your options usually. Yep. But Punk also this was cool because I haven't seen Punk wrestle since a house show against Curtis Axel in a no DQ match where he just caned him for 2.5 minutes, hit him with the kendo stick, and that was it. But the last time I saw him wrestle a really awesome match was in this same building at WrestleMania 29 against The Undertaker. And it was cool. I love the Fantastic Four gear. And I think there's a couple things. Obviously, this should be an Ultimate since he won the title, if not for having the shortest reign since this championship's creation. That is official.
Yep.
But also just an awesome match. I think Punk's best since he's been back with WWE. And I think there's a couple cool things you can do, too. At one point, his kick pad cover was kind of slid down to his ankle. And if you have those swivel kind of legs, could pop.
You could pop them at the below the knee, the calf swivel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you have the calf swivel, you could pop that, and because it shouldn't be a soft goods kick pad cover.
No,
give me an extra bottom half of a leg to go with that.
I'd love to see them start doing more stuff like that.
A nice soft goods entrance jacket. Give me it should still be Gunther's world title. It should not have, because Punk doesn't have side plates.
Yeah. That they don't do that, though. He would totally have Punk side plates.
But it should be representative of that. So he should have Gunther's world title.
Yeah. No, I agree. But that was when Lesnar came with the Lesnar side plates on the belt that he didn't actually have. But it came with both belts.
But I think if they do it, they gotta make it accurate to the moment.
I mean, that
obviously
would be great.
An Ultimate.
And I actually I don't have I think this picture is a good.
I need because you could be able to hit the cross-legged.
Well,
But I think you also need the head from the end of the match when he wins and he's like all out of breath and seeing Seth come down, whereas his eyes are really red and he looks just really super beat up.
Oh, see, I would give him this face. I was gonna say, like, I think I like that they're going in the direction of more expressive, like, alternate heads. Like, it's not just
if you're giving me like 3 heads, you can give me regular head, this, and like
exhausted,
gassed out at the end of the match.
Yeah, but I love them doing stuff like that. You could even do if you're gonna do an eyes closed one, you could do the eyes closed crying face that he made when he was holding the belt at the end.
Yeah,
like that would be a great one. But yeah, I love when they can lean in and do some additional sculpting to like capture these moments. But Dave, I'm sorry, my pick complements this one and it should be so many ways.
Let's be real. Or both in the series or something.
Same wave, yeah. Ultimate Edition. I mean, really, you don't have to make my pick an Ultimate Edition. They could get away with this with an Elite, but
they could. But I think with the accessories,
Elite Willy Wonka, Seth Rollins. So obviously he would need to come with his Money in the Bank briefcase, so the black and gold briefcase. He'd have to come with crutches. He'd have to 100%. Come with a removable knee brace.
100%.
His SR necklace
and the removable jacket
and the soft goods jacket. Yeah.
But you also need a head for like the sunglasses and a head without.
Yeah,
you could do it. Sunglasses.
Oh, I was gonna say man bun with removable sunglasses, so that way he can actually take them off, and then long hair for after the cash in, because the bun came out once he was in the ring.
Yeah.
So, I think maybe it would be I don't think that's an Ultimate. I think you could do that in Elite. I really think that there have been figures that have had that amount of accessories.
I think if you want to do the multiple heads and that much accessory, it's got to be an Ultimate.
But yeah, that would be a great Ultimate wave, right? You have this with the with Punk in the same wave.
Especially if you want, like, give me those butterflies.
Yeah.
So that way you could do
the swing. He would need them for the swing. He could do everything else without it, but if you're going to do the belt swing, you need to be able to cross the one arm over. So, I mean, this would be
Heist of the Century 2.0.
It was as somebody who enjoys both of these wrestlers a tremendous amount.
Yeah, that's true. Same.
I was torn because I was like, oh man, this was like his moment, but also like, oh my God, I can't believe we're seeing this kind of happen and play out in real time. It was so cool. I would love to have figures of both of those. So yeah,
I've seen two cash-ins in my lifetime. Both were really good.
So that's how we ended night one. We ended night one with a cash-in, with a heist. Great match. Collar on Gunther. That could be a defining moments figure for Gunther for sure. One of those ringside exclusives. Him busted open. I mean, he's only lost to 4 people on the main roster. So it'd be pretty cool to see him get one of those
he's only
bloody
lost
figures.
To 3 on the main roster.
Ilya is on the main roster.
Right, but that was in NXT UK.
I think they count it though.
I would count it.
Yeah, But
if you're being semantic, like.
Yeah.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
This segment is brought to you by our friends at Chubsy Wubsy Toys. A traditional mom-and-pop toy store in Little Falls, New Jersey, Chubsy Wubsy Toys brings you the best new toys from the brands you love without the hassle of pounding the pavement searching for them at larger retail stores. Visit them in person at their brand new home at 101 Newark Pompton Turnpike, Suite 1 in Little Falls, New Jersey, or online at chubsywubsy.com. That's CHUBZZYWUBZZY.com. And tell them Adventures in Collecting sent you.
And now, back to the show.
Yeah, so that takes us to night 2. So Dave, take us to your first pick from night 2.
Yeah, I just thought this was cool. Like, Jacob doesn't change his gear up too often. It's generally like black pants with some sort of white stripe or red stripe. White stripe
Maybe
now that he's on his own.
Maybe different shirt.
Yeah. Of which, like, that's a great shirt. Like, all of his shirts are awful.
I think they're one-offs like that are made for him. Like that looks like it's like airbrushed for him,
like an RVD style like situation.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that makes this stand out, of course, is the wolf mask. If we can get Braun Breaker with the like Vader style wolf head, we can get this kind of with the like tribal art werewolf mask.
Yeah, man, it's a Samoan werewolf.
Yeah. But also for fun, we also need the half a handcuff.
Yeah.
To be included.
Well, we have to see how that one plays out, because I'm still pretty convinced that that's a botch. He wasn't supposed to break out of the handcuffs.
It still happened though. Like you could still
have half a handcuff dangling from his wrist.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, I think again, I picked somebody who didn't win but who looked awesome. That mask was the coolest, and I would love to see, especially since like the Jacob figures there's been 2 elites, and one's like a top picks or greatest hits, I think.
Yeah, one is they're both the same though. There's no changes to it.
It's the greatest hits of the first one.
Yeah, it's a straight repack.
There've really only been like 2 straight repacks, and that's Cody and
Dominic, I think.
Dom, where it's been like, oh, so many people bought this figure. Let's just put the exact same one out.
Yeah.
So
and it is a great figure.
It is a great figure. It's awesome. And I mean, very popular character.
Yep.
Jacob Fatu's awesome. Like,
yep, and he's got
all the Jacobs. He's got an ultimate coming as the ring pack in, but that's, you're only getting that if you're getting the ring. So
this could be similarly how they put Rhea as an ultimate with a ring. This could be that cool like companion ultimate.
Yeah, that second go
that uses a little bit of the same head sculpts.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have
need
to change up too much.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe like repainting the hair.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like he had all black dreadlocks this time around.
Yeah.
He didn't have any red in there, but yeah, great pick. This moves on to mine. This is certainly an Ultimate Edition, one that is very warranted at this point. Mm-hmm. The current and still women's world title holder over on Raw. Yeah. We've seen many variations of her kind of caution tape, proceed with caution themed ring gear. I think this is the cleanest and coolest that it's looked so far. It looks complete. It looks like the ring gear of a champion that's on theme, not like an insane person that's wrestling, which totally works because that was the gimmick for a little bit. But now she's gotten, victory. She's got a full presentation here, and I love this. I love the entrance cape. I love like I said, the caution theming to it, where you've got that combination of like laces and stripes, and
hers is more of a coat. Like that's
yeah, cape, coat. Yeah, it's on her arms too. I guess it's a sort of a coat. Yeah, but it was awesome. I love this. Another opportunity to get the title in a package with unique side plates. Plus, she retained. This was a cool moment. This was her first defense of the title, and she did it at a major PLE, and she won over 2 other like massive superstars in Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. So, I think this is a slam dunk of an ultimate. I think this would sell very, very well. I mean, her current elite is impossible to find.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in person.
So, and it's now, outdated. So,
I
Yeah.
also think there's got to be a version of her with the briefcase though, because that briefcase with the caution tape was pretty awesome as well.
I mean, yeah, you could kind of do what they did with Damien and throw it in there. Doesn't necessarily need to be perfectly accurate. Just kind of works as like an extra accessory. But yeah, I think that's
Or
I
just
feel
give
like
it to an
that's
elite and make
yeah
that the
more of an elite thrown in. But yeah, so yeah, it's my first pick from night 2 is Naomi. Dave.
Mine went to, my favorite. I guess it was my favorite troll job of the 2 nights, but it was the second biggest troll job of the 2 nights as the cash in, of course, with Seth. Although I guess Drew and Logan Paul would be the 2 biggest kind of kings of the troll maneuver.
Yeah, but this, I mean, the lead up to this and the execution of this
Yeah, the
entire
whole
match
has been hilarious. Like AJ and Dom have been wonderful in this program, and Styles Heat came out in the lowrider. It was awesome. Some Eddie themed gear, although the flames were also in AJ's blue, Carolina blue. So
I have to double check this, but I saw somebody say that he was actually wearing the same color,
actual,
the same color and pattern from the custody match that happened
that would
at
be
SummerSlam.
even better then.
And I meant to look it up before we started recording, and of course I didn't. So I'm going to look it up right now while you continue to talk.
But yeah, I mean, it was an awesome one-off.
He absolutely did.
Okay, he did.
Yeah, they are. I'll pull it up.
Down to the blue and everything.
Down to the boots. He's literally wearing. If I didn't know better,
it's like they gave him the gear.
Yeah, I'll pull it up on screen. I'm sending it.
Eddie's a little bit taller than AJ though, so I don't know if it would have fit. Eddie was a little bit taller, I believe.
I'm gonna see if I can drop this in. Should work. Hold on. Let's see. So you can see AJ and here. Let's see if I do this. Maybe I'm gonna screw this whole thing up.
Well, don't do that.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing for just a second here, folks. And
but anyway, with that, then give me a 3-pack of the match and make them all elites. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, it's definitely not exactly the same.
But it's that same blue. He had the yellow boots with the fire on it.
The boots were a bit more yellow, less gold, but that still rules. And that Dominic exists in figure form.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
I don't know if that Eddie does.
I don't think it does. So
it should after this.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty dang close.
You can see the differences because they made it in 2025 for a different sized man. But
it's clearly an overt homage. And I mean the match was just filled with fun spots that were
homages to Eddie specifically, like
the chair spot, the
which
boot
has been
spot
blowing up on the internet.
The boot spot from the Kurt Angle match. Just everything. And the place was electric. Like it was louder.
The place was there for it.
That match, it was louder only one other time. that
on night 2.
Night 2, yeah. But classic match and great pick, Dave. So my final pick from night 2 is Rey Fenix. So had one of the most memorable moments of the evening where he of the match, of the tables, ladders, and chair match, where he got on stood on Andrade's shoulders and jumped to the titles and actually touched them, which is something I've never seen somebody do in a ladder match before.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was
probably
incredible.
Was going to last longer if Andrade didn't lose his balance.
Yeah, and also not a coincidence. Also paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero, as you can see in the tights and the colors in his mask. was also paying tribute to Latino Heat. Again, SummerSlam, a very important event for Eddie, but we even got some Three Amigos from him in the
and
gear.
Andrade.
Yeah.
both did it.
So he's got one figure announced so far. It is a Defining Moments figure, so that'll be a ringside exclusive from his debut. So I think this would be just a great, again, he's one of those guys, repaint some new deco, get him in a main line, or get him in a future SummerSlam line where he's, there's a piece of a Build-A-Figure with him. But I love Ray. I was worried when Penta kind of took off as a solo act that Ray would get left behind, because they've always been a very good tag team. But he's found a place on the SmackDown roster, and he's tearing it up with Andrade. They're, which is good for Andrade too, because he needed something to do. And they've been great together. They had some amazing spots, in this ladder match.
It was a great ladder match.
I know a lot of people are kind of bummed out with the finish. I don't quite understand why. I personally love the Wyatt Six, and I think they just need a little bit more time. They got derailed due to an injury, so I'm glad they got to retain, and we get to see more from them. But yeah, he looked great. Again, another guy that's just super toyetic.
Has as a whole a better tag team roster.
Yeah. Yep.
Not to say that there are bad tag teams on Raw, but I just, want to see those teams have matches together more than on Raw.
Yeah. So that takes us to our special pick for night 2. This, of course, queuing it up, would have to be an Ultimate Edition 2-pack. Absolutely have to be an Ultimate Edition 2-pack. It's our main event. So Cody Rhodes and John Cena. This match lived up to every and all expectations.
I think it's surpassed, to be honest.
Yeah, Cody in sort of familiar but also sort of new looking gear. He
the
Kylo
mask was
Ren,
all gold this time too.
all gold, and you could see all the cracks and stuff in it. He Kylo Ren'd the mask, if you will, for those Star Wars fans out there. We're seeing this mask for the first time in the Ultimate Edition 2-pack of him and Brandy that's available on Mattel Creations right now. But yeah, let's get that redecoed and let's get those cracks in there. I love
do that with paint too. You don't need to remold it.
Yep. Love the silver in the jacket, the dark blues and reds and stuff. I'm glad they went with traditional gear for a street fight and not like street fight gear, which is something that does happen sometimes.
Although I would have enjoyed if he did the jeans and the old dusty shirt and the taped fist like his dad.
Could have been interesting. But that, and of course, you've got Cena returning to form here. The babyface turn was not a swerve. It was
real.
The wake up call was a real thing, and we have Cena back. He was talking to Stu. His an absolutely magma hot pop in that stadium.
Yeah, it was like, so when the song started, it got loud, but then it just was John Cena with the black background. But I was like, yo, that font isn't the same. That's a real font. And then all of a sudden, when the sample hit, the Amadou hit, that's
we got Life in Technicolor.
Yep, and everybody went nuts. And then when he ran to the ring, everyone went nuts.
Yeah,
and did the hat throw and the
and
slide in.
I got the shirt on, and
held the title up to the lay your ass down for the 3-second tan. It was the greatest hits, and everybody loved it. I loved it.
Yep. To the point where, and if you watched it on TV, I haven't had a chance to watch it back yet, but when they got to the ring and they were, doing the read-ins for the before they started the match, the introductions, Cody was getting booed pretty heavily. That didn't last. By the end of the night, he was everyone was cheering and woeing.
Everybody
and,
was happy to see Cena, which is a vast difference from WrestleMania 29 when no one was happy to see Cena.
Yeah.
Close the show.
And it was a great match. I mean, he turned back the clock with some kind of magic.
It's the best match he's had, definitely in this run. Probably, maybe since he had to carry Rock through the Rock tearing his abs off his abdomen in that WrestleMania 29 match.
Yeah, I mean, this was special. He was hitting I mean, the leg drop from the top row. He played the greatest hits. You said it already. I mean, it was fantastic. And from a selfish point of view,
Cody up the Cody Vader, like that was.
Yeah, the stuff they did. He took a pretty gnarly guardrail spot, like old fashioned guardrail spot. I think you said crowbar guardrail spot, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, this was just awesome. And from, a selfish standpoint, to have an action figure of John Cena from this moment that has the New Jersey, has this shirt on it, which is what they've been doing, as part of his retirement tour. They've been releasing, ones that have some sort of significant moment attached to it. You've got the heel turn, you've got the Indianapolis Royal Rumble one, you got the Brussels one, which is his first Raw after the heel turn. So they've been doing a good job of picking the T-shirts and cities that are.
And what's cool is with the Ultimate, if you really wanted to, you could, because he has the interchangeable hats and wristbands and all that on an Ultimate. You could include both nights. You could do SmackDown and.
Oh, yeah.
SummerSlam because it's the Jets and Giants gear.
Yep. You could. I mean, I would prefer this over the Jets gear.
It's definitely, at the very least, would be this.
Yeah, but I would, or make the Jets one the chase. That's what you do. Make the Jets one, Jets colors, the chase in the
you could do that.
Two Ultimates.
You could do that. I would be in for that.
But yeah, whether it's a 2-pack or whether it's a on their own in a wave sort of thing. These two would make awesome Ultimates. And also, again, like we mentioned earlier, a chance to do some different expressions. So, they're doing the 1,000-yard stare heel turn face for an upcoming John Cena Ultimate Edition. Let's be able to recreate this moment here, where Cena's making the kind of like, you did it, pal face. And then, Cody with the crying face, I think would be awesome. That's a face too for Cody Rhodes that, has multiple uses to it.
And again, should be Cena's belt.
Yeah. Yep. Should be Cena's belt. I would actually put the belt with Cena, not with Cody, since he came out to the ring with the belt. But, and since Cody's got the mask, that's the weight distribution of accessories, right? Cena's got the title, Cody's got the belt. But yeah, I mean, this would just make an awesome
the welts from the
guardrail. Yeah. But yeah, this would be awesome. And again, opportunity to give some additional head sculpts. Get kind of. Now we know where Cena's headed. Obviously, with at the end of this match, we were reintroduced to the Beast incarnate. Brock Lesnar came out and took advantage of a very beat up Cena. Hit him with an F5, and then left. But
similar to the night after WrestleMania 28.
So
after
we
the
know
first once in a lifetime Rock match.
We know what the trajectory is for Cena. He's going to be dealing with Brock for a little bit. We don't know how long he's going to be dealing with Brock. I think you can make a fair guess that Brock has now his 1 year cycle is starting. With SummerSlam being in his hometown next year, I have a sinking suspicion that he will have his retirement match at SummerSlam next year.
Of course, done?
Yeah. Of course, Cena will be gone by then, but I think you can have an opportunity where maybe Gunther's just the guy that retires people. I know that's a match people have really wanted to see is Gunther and
it was supposed to be
Lesnar.
Mania 3 years ago.
Personally, I think if I were to book it today, I know a lot can change in a year, but if I were to book it today, I'd have Braun Breaker retire him and have like, dog versus beast situation.
Interesting.
But there are lots of, there are pros and cons with all these guys, and we're not going to get into speculation and there's a lot.
Say for better or worse, he is back.
He is back, but again, we'd be lying if we didn't say that the dude draws, and he puts on good performances.
The sound when that guitar riff hits at the beginning, that sting, was ridiculous.
Yep. He is a polarizing but drawing talent. So, and in recent years, he's put on some really good matches, and he's put people over, and he's done good for the business. So we'll see what happens over the next few months at least, right? We don't know whether this is going to be.
I would say he's kind of done both for the business.
Yeah. We don't know whether this is going to be a quick burn. We don't know whether this is going to be Clash at the Castle. We don't know whether this is going to be Perth. We don't know if this is going to be one and done. We don't know.
I would think Perth.
I think it's a safe bet. Because we're ticking down on,
We're only 3 weeks to Paris.
I think we'll probably find out a little bit more tonight. I think Cena is booked for Brooklyn. For Raw.
I think the next Cena gear they were announcing or advertising was Montreal. So I don't know if he's tonight.
Okay. So maybe we'll hear from Lesnar tonight on Netflix. We'll see. Get some insight onto.
I think there's going to be another story that's going to kind of take the majority of the story time.
That too. But with that, this has been a Premium Toyetic event. As always, we want to hear from you. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you check out the comments below and let us know, who do you want to see come to Mattel's WWE toy line from SummerSlam 2025. Tell us what you thought about the show, what you hated, what you loved, whatever it is. Start a conversation down there. Leave us a comment. If you're watching a clip of this on your favorite social media network, make sure to hit the links and come here to the main video. But yeah, with that, Dave, I think it's time to sign off and end this extended Premium Toyetic event. Send us home.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, dear listener, for hanging out with us today. Subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen, and then tell your friends to do it. Thanks also to Joe Azari, the golden voice behind our intro. Our music is Game Boy Horror by the Zombie Dandies. Find more about them both in our show notes.
Follow us on social media at AIC_podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Stop by and say hi, show us your toy hauls, and share your toy stories. Maybe we'll talk about it in a future episode.
Don't try this at home. Void where prohibited and some assembly required. Each sold separately, not a flying toy. Consult a physician if your toy run exceeds more than 4 hours.
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.